Hello, and welcome to the crypto-conscious cheeky Cosmos catch-up. Looking at our lovely Cosmos, we can see that Osmosis is still at the top for IBC volume in the last 24 hours. If we whip it over to 30 days, we can see they have almost double the value of transactions of the Cosmos hub. We can also see that Bostrom and Axelar are starting to pick up, and Stride have gone down 2 spots. Space Pussy is still holding on at $23, whereas DigChain tapped out a while ago. I made a video on DigChain exposing all the red flags a while ago, so I hope you all had a cheeky look at that. We can also see that while one 3-headed dog coin is dying slowly, another, like a cheeky phoenix, is rising slowly from the ashes, with Chihuahua Chain taking the top spot this week with plus 14.2%. We can see that Kronos is now up 9.3%. Nice one, seeing as they're making me pay for my bloody Spotify connection now, aren't they? I'll be cashing in that 10% for sure. Secret is up a little amidst some certain controversies. We can see relative steadiness in the middle, with unfortunately this week some of my top picks, Kujira and Evmos, taking quite a heavy hit. For me, I think these two have a lot of potential and I'm excited for their development down the line. Moving on then, so what we're looking at today. Firstly then, the Rho and Lambda upgrades for the Cosmos hub. Secondly, the SEC finding Kraken and what this means for us. Thirdly, Skip Protocol coming on the platform. Next, Akash is now partners with Kava. Does our cryptocurrency hate us? And finally, why no airdrops, bro? So let's get bloody into it. I just want to say I was browsing the Cosmos Reddit and Twitter, and I came across these gorgeous Osmosis pictures made by AI. This one's from Mars Protocol. The game is changing with AI tech, isn't it? So the first subject then, the upgrades. We know that the Rho upgrade has been successful on the Cosmos hub, which is considered to be a bug fix and one of the first steps towards interchain security. About time, thank you Melter Briggs. This didn't of course come without controversy, and hopefully is not a sign for things to come, as some validators were unable to recover and produce blocks after the upgrade, which Jay Cook quite rightly states. If this is an upgrade to one single chain and validators are having problems keeping up with it, what happens with 10 ICS secure chains? Does this mean the small ones will get pushed out with the incredible amount of tech required and the increasing costs of maintenance? In which case, unfortunately, this may lead to more outages and also more centralization on the platform. The issues of increasing complexity for validators will certainly need to be considered down the line. Here is a proposal for the Lambda upgrade, finishing on the 7th of March. Currently, we have yes at 99.95%, but only with a turnout of 16.54%. I love these new details where validators are able to leave messages. As Lavender Nodes aptly states, they are worried about the increasing complexity and the costs of funding the validators moving forward, but ultimately, they see the potential this holds, as I and we at TED Crypto do, and this could potentially be a wonderful improvement for the hub. In short, the Lambda upgrade will allow for replicated security to take place, and this is now being used instead of interchain security, to be more accurate. So basically now, small consumer chains don't need to find their own validators. They can benefit from the $4 billion that's invested in the Cosmos hub itself. They can rent that security, which is enhanced already, and focus on what they're good at, building. In my opinion, this is the most important plus for enabling this upgrade. Let's hope it's smooth as a bloody goose. Moving forward, the US Securities and Exchange Commission has decided to discontinue unregistered offer and sale of crypto assets staken as a service program on Kraken, and Kraken have been fined for this. And this is a really good case for using wallets like Kepler Wallet. If we go to mintscan.io, we can see that some of the top validators for Atom token are that such as Binance. So people are actively staking their tokens through Binance. Now the problem is when you stake for a large intermediary like Binance is A, if their service goes down you might lose the tokens, as we've seen with FTX, and B, generally they directly take a cut of the staking rewards. I know many people feel it's easier and simpler to keep it on the same platform, but if you want better returns and complete ownership of your assets, it's better to download an app like Kepler Wallet or Leap Wallet, get an address, and send your assets to that address. You should be able to benefit from larger staking rewards and more airdrops if you do that. But don't ever give away your bloody seed phrase. No matter how much people ask for it, no matter how many tricks they use, never enter your seed phrase. And if you do enter your seed phrase and you've given it away and people are trying to extract your staking funds, contact us at TED Crypto. We might be able to help. We've helped people in the past because we care about the community, don't we? Next, there's a new sheriff in town, Skip Protocol, helping with the MEV that we were looking at before with the Cosmos upgrades. For those that don't know, MEV used to stand for minor extractable value, but now it's for maximal extractable value. So basically they're trying to help everybody on the blockchain with their technology idea, which I do believe actually has quite a decent use case. So what currently happens on the Cosmos is there's a first come, first served basis for transactions. And when there's high chain congestion, there's no way to express which transactions are more important in the layers. So if multiple transactions are going through at the same time, this can result in a graveyard of transactions that do not go through. And some organizations are better than others at arbitrage, getting the most money out of the system as quickly and cheaply as possible. So what they kind of intend to do is inject a relay. So basically through this relay, multiple people submit transactions with tips, and the higher the tip, that transaction will go through. Also, if it's conflicting transactions, it won't just be one transaction going through and loads of dead transactions. Their software will just isolate the one that pays the highest tip and then put that through. That will ultimately lead to higher rewards for validators and higher staking rewards for people invested. That's the general idea anyway. For me, conceptually, it seems excellent, and they've already amassed 8,000 followers in a very, very short period of time. Personally, I think there's a great use case for this, and let's see if they can pull it off. Next, we can see Akash has now partnered with Kava, pledging $1 million to their ecosystem. Kava is an up-and-coming app on the Cosmos, with over 125 apps on their chain. They have an enormous amount of funding at the moment, receiving $750 million in March 2022. That is indeed a pretty penny. If you don't know what Akash do, Akash allow users to lease computer resources from the cloud. Akash is related to an enormous amount of projects, and they have an absolutely solid team behind them. I mean, their number of followers speaks for itself. I guess that's actually close to mesh security in a way, isn't it? If Akash now are buying Kava tokens, and let's say Kava buy Akash tokens, then the success and failure of both organizations is dependent on one another, like Pepsi and Coca-Cola. These are smart businessmen thinking like oligopolists, aren't they? Eh? I always loved a bit of Knickerbocker's oligopolistic theory. Yeah, it's great to see independent units on the Cosmos have some forms of partnership and grow and develop together, particularly in this really tough time. Now, this is relatively old news, but it still struck me as it doesn't look like it's been resolved. It looks like most people that say positive things about the Cosmos are getting banned from r/cryptocurrency. What is going on over there? What are the mods doing, eh? I'm a mod actually for Cosmos airdrops. See those little mod tools there? Don't see them every day, do you? But alas, we do have an issue. Right now, it is an absolute graveyard of airdrops. And you know me, you know I love an airdrop. Every day I wake up, where are the airdrops? We'll get there. As we know, during this time, all developers are doing right now is identifying gaps in the market and producing tools and useful resources to help facilitate the growth of these markets. So as we've been saying for a long time, developers gon' develop. And as we know, this is the start of something really special for the Cosmos. We're looking at movements in many different spheres, from Stargaze improving NFTs, Secret Network focusing heavily on privacy and developing their own ecosystem, Sentinel VPN trying to access the Chinese market, interchain security coming about for the Cosmos Hub, Osmosis continually updating their user interface. From the consistent improvements I see with them, there's no doubt why they're at the top of the chain. So yeah, even in these dark economic times of recession, war, earthquakes, heavy inflation, the wheels on the Cosmos keep turning and churning, and I'm really excited for the next stage of growth. Alright, that's it from me, James of Cryptoconscious. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you again.